Yo, 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 what's up, family? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's going down? You have made it to the lifestyle. Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. You have made it to the lifestyle, man. Uh, man, I meant to get on Instagram today, man, to kind of Instagram and Facebook today to kind of explain what we're going to be doing today, but my work schedule really got in the way, so I wasn't able to jump on. So let's see who we got in here, man. So we got Vic, we got Jones. I got your message today, my friend, and we're gonna be praying for your wife. Fast Collection is in here. Kenny's in here. What's good, family? What's good? So I got the gentleman starting off. All right, wifey will be joining us here shortly. I think she may be fixing herself to eat first. Tonight, y'all. Tonight, I know. What's up, Kyle? Welcome in. Normally, we talking about watches and stuff like that, and battles and everything else, man. But that's another. When you see the title, lifestyle, it's a part of life, man. It's a part of what we go through. Stuff that's not talked about as often, you know. And if you don't know, if you look in that little corner, oh, hold up, over here, right there. I guess I'll point it to it on my screen. I'll point it to. Says Cancer Awareness Month. So that comes with a whole lot of issues, man. A whole lot of issues. Yeah, man. Yeah, we'll be talking about that too. And you know what, Jerry? What I'll do, if you want to, you can come up if you want to. So today, what we're going to talk about is just having an awareness, man. Because the one thing that we talk about, or that you hear in the headlines, if it's not political, it is the vid, pandemic, the shot, Pfizer, Johnson and Johnson. Like you hear, yeah, you hear about those things, man.
So,
You hear,
so before we bounce, get into it, I want you to open this. Hey, open that. Hey.
are we opening stuff on? I don't know what my blade is.
My blade is in the car.
So she want me to open something before we get started. So give me a second, y'all. Just getting ready for tomorrow. Kyle said DC in the house. Ah, hey. That's what's up. That's what's up. Hold up, y'all. Hey, wife, you always looking out for me, man. Hey, Tanisha Armstrong, man. Hey, how you doing? How you doing?
I just got a
She got a package
for me.
Oh, sorry. And then you got me the wrong batteries anyway.
Oh, I was just being nice.
All right, so hold on, let me see. I finally got a meeting not high button. All right, so let's get back to what we were talking about, man. So and tonight, man, we're actually gonna open it up. We're gonna be on here for a little bit. I have somebody that is on their way home from work that I'm gonna have come up on the panel because I have some stuff here that was sent to me through the mail. And for those of you guys that's coming in, we're going to be talking about colon cancer, the effects of colon cancer, what people are doing. I read a interesting article, and this is crazy, is in the process of me just looking into colon cancer, it took me to the Pfizer page, and Pfizer 3 years ago highlighted this young lady that I can't remember her name. I have her name here.
Her name is...
Hold on, let me see. Okay. Well, I know she was 31 years old when she got diagnosed with colon cancer, and
Shannon Sullivan.
Yeah, Shannon Sullivan. Shannon Sullivan. So at the end of this, y'all, I want you guys to really dig into it. Even if it's not affecting you directly or somebody in your family, man, this is something that was crazy. Like when I looked at it, some of the symptoms of colon cancer would like diarrhea and stomach aches and stuff like that.
I dropped the link.
Okay, you dropped the link. All right, she dropped the link. Let me see. I want to make sure I get everybody. Stomach upset right now. What's wrong with your stomach? What's happening?
Who said that?
Vic said he's sizing his new hurt blue label.
Go ahead, big.
What's up, Godfather?
Hey,
What's up, man? What's up? So yeah, man, for those of you guys who are just coming in, basically want to slow it down, man. You know, not talk about the normal, what we, you know, the battles and watches and stuff like that. We're talking about health, man, family health and things of that nature, man. I do want to share something with you guys. So I was on, excuse me. Well, I saw this one too, but I do want to talk about this young lady that was diagnosed with.
That's not her. You want me to go to her page?
I'm on her page right now. All right. I didn't see this one. So y'all please bear with me because man, here's the deal, y'all. I'm gonna be 100 with y'all. Colon cancer is, I mean, it affected us hard. It hit home, you know what I'm saying? And everybody know about Chadwick Boseman. And even though I know none of you guys are exempt, if you follow somebody's career and like something that they do, if you saw a celebrity pass away for, you know, because of sickness and stuff like that, man, it affects you. So Chadwick Boseman's death was like rough on me, man. Like that hit me like it's crazy. So on American Cancer Society, the first page, once you open it up, it says the recent passing of Chadwick Boseman, the talented actor, best known for the portrayal of the superhero Black Panther at the age of 43, came as a surprise, shock to many for seemingly healthy, relatively young man to die from colon cancer. Seems almost incomprehensible. Now, one of the things that this young lady, when I was looking at the page for colon cancer, you can even find it on YouTube. It's on YouTube. Look at just go on Pfizer's page or type in Pfizer or type in Pfizer and colon cancer, and it pulls up this young lady that was 31 years old. Y'all forgive me, I'm trying to get this thing charged up. That was 31 years old that literally got diagnosed with cancer. And the biggest thing she said, one of the biggest things she said is like she had no idea, like her stomach, she was showing these symptoms and stuff like that. And hold on, y'all. Okay. Remember the volume's on over there where your thumb is. So the one thing that she talked about was she had no idea, and she was going through life as if, you know, like, all right, I just got like some simple stuff going on. But they say colon cancer rocks the Black community worse than anybody else. You know, here. So it rocks Blacks more than anybody else. And she said,
Black community, where the rates are the highest, about 20% more likely to catch colon rectal cancer and about 40% more likely to die.
But I also read an article that talks about in the past 10 years, I believe, or it may have been less than that, that colon cancer has actually been dropping by 1%, man. But here's the deal, y'all. Like, they say on average about between 50 to 53,000 people die from colon cancer. Now, what does that mean for you guys, man? We got COVID out there. We still got the flu. And what? Oh, you can. Here's the deal. You can. Okay, I looked into that. You can actually say COVID on here. You just can't type it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not supposed to type it.
Hey, Nightwing.
Yeah. So, man, it sucks, y'all. Man, it sucks, man, because man, you know, what did we do for a whole year, man? We like barricaded ourselves in a house and just like live like hermits, man, because of the vid. And that was the biggest thing, man. But like, there's so many other things out there, leukemia and cancer in general.
Colon cancer is the second deadliest cancer.
What is it? I don't know what's the first. Like, first, probably like breast cancer or something.
Probably breast cancer.
I think breast cancer is the first one. And I'm also going to be Like I was talking for those of you guys that don't know OV, I was talking to OV the other day, and we were talking about this, and I thought about this, man, and y'all chime in with this, man. Like, tell me what you think. Last year, we tried to raise $3,000 in a month for breast cancer research and stuff like that, and we didn't quite hit it. But then I also looked at, I mean, I think we still got, it was like $2,300, which was close. Was still admirable. I'm like, I'll take those numbers any day. But I was looking at how many people didn't donate to the American Cancer Society as a whole last year. I want to say they were a couple mil below what the average person would do, because again, the vid had everybody shook.
Vic said he lost his uncle to colon cancer. Jerry said,
yeah, breast cancer is number one. Okay. Jerry, that
is, yeah, because he said he let's see, I gotta find it. Go back.
It means we need to get checked early. Kyle, thank you so much, man, because that's what I wanted to talk about. Go ahead.
So for me, colon cancer is very dear to my heart. My dad died in 2017 from colon cancer. 63, I believe. He had colon cancer in 2009. He beat it. They went in, got rid of it. He should have got radiation. He didn't want to do radiation. I mean, this sucker came back
ferocious.
Yeah, came back like he was going to the doctor. He was getting checked. Let me tell you how. Here we go. Let me tell you how sneaky it is. Colon cancer is. I was taking him. He was in pain. He couldn't walk. It was just a lot going on. So I was taking him to the neuro clinic. So they thought it was a bulging disc. But what happened is the cancer grew up under the disc, and it made his disc bulge. About 4 or 5 months later, even if it was that long, I think in 2015, he kept going through this issue. And then in July, I think we got the MRI in April, and in July, it had spread it to stage 4 cancer. We didn't know a lot about colon cancer, even with him doing it in 2009, having to go through the procedure and, all of that. We really didn't know anything about it. I remember before he went to the ER, I was like, I bet you his cancer is back. So if I would have known a couple of months early, if I would have thought about it, like testing your blood, seeing what your numbers are, getting a colonoscopy done, which I think he was still up to date on his, it was probably the hardest thing.
Yeah, so I can tell you this. One of the topics that this young lady was talking about was like in our community, like in the Black community. I can't speak for anybody else's, man. Like in the Black community, we weren't they didn't like tell us to, go get checkups and stuff like that, man. And like we joke about stuff like this. Like if you go outside and you break your arm, your mama tell you to go take some Robitussin or something like that and go take a nap. You know what I'm saying? Walk it off. We joked about stuff like that, but that builds up over time. And, I remember when I turned 21, I was having some issues, man. And I literally did not want to go to the doctor. You know what I'm saying? I was like, something's wrong with me. I don't know what it is. I'll ride it out, man. I'll go take some cough syrup or something. And that's what like I said, I've heard comedians joke about that. Robitussin fix everything. What was that? It was another one. Vicks 44D or whatever it was, man, or castor oil. Like that was the remedy for everything. Let me see. Hold up. 94 cents. Through America. Just so you know, 94 cents of every dollar raised through American Cancer Society goes directly to patient services and research of any nonprofit. That ranked, okay, I lost my spot. That ranked the highest percent going to the cause. Only 6 cents of every dollar goes to overhead costs. Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
And you know, Jerry, I'm glad you said that, man, because you really don't think about it, man. You live your life every day. What do we do as Americans, or just people, period? I'm not even gonna say Americans, because we all, as a whole, the entire world got rocked with the Fed. Everybody was under that, and everybody's under the same pretense. Like cancer goes across the world, the entire world. It does not care. It does not care. It acts like, okay, I was military. Y'all know that, man. But it acts just like a bullet. You know what I'm saying? It's aimed at whoever, and whoever it hit, it just, boom, it just hit them. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, did Purple just walk in? What's going on, Purple? What up? What up?
So anyway, one of the hardest thing I had to do in my life. He went in the hospital 2 days before my birthday.
Take a break. Um, that's, I mean, that was the reason why we want to come on here. You never get over anything like that, you know. And me and DC Tamika, we've been together 20 years. 20 years. And I remember her dad, man, it was man, it was crazy. When I came into this family, he basically, welcomed me in, and he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like your average just introduction, man. He looked like, all right, it was just this unwritten rule. Like, look, as long as you take care of my daughter, man, like, we good. And he treated me like a son day one. And I was there with him when he went through cancer. When I went to Iraq, he was there for me. And he, like, I remember one of the things he told me, he said, bro, look, I got the family. Don't worry about it. And I'm telling you, like, I broke down before I went over to Iraq. And I know we'll talk about that more on her show. But I was feeling it. So he was more like a pillar. You know what I'm saying? Like, the dude was so strong to me. Like, I looked up to him. And then seeing him, fast forward, I was in college when, he got diagnosed. So I remember leaving school early because he went, like, she called and told me.
Like 2014, 15 had to be the hardest time in our lives. My mom had breast cancer and she moved in with us. And then 3 or 4 months later, we found out my dad had stage 4 colon cancer. It was like a struggle, like trying to take care of both of them at the same time. And it's only 3 of us, my brother, my sister, and me. My sister lives in Georgia. So just going through all of that, uh, it was truly hard. Like I said, he went in the hospital on the 5th or 6th, and my birthday is April 8th. He died the 9th. One of the roughest times ever. The best dad ever, regardless of what I did, he was our support system. We didn't have anybody else that supported us like he did. And it's a struggle for me because that was my best friend. Before I met Travis, met my dad, we was always close. And when Travis came in, he just grabbed him and treated him just like a son. He didn't show any favoritism. Matter of fact, in '09, when he found out he had cancer, he called Travis and talked to Travis before he talked to me or my brother. Um, I remember on his last, on the 8th of my birthday, we was renewing our vows, and this man was dying. He was like, "Baby, I'm gonna be there for you." He was like, "I'm gonna be there. Don't worry. I'm gonna be here a little longer. I'm not going to go anywhere." And the doctors was like, "You're dying." Um, he was always encouraging me, pushing me to do better, to be better than what he was, and what him and my mom was, and to do better. He told us to love each other. And one of his last things he told me and my brother is, um, stick by each other like I taught y'all, and that'll stick with me forever. And um, as a, time go by, I had to get. I had already had colonoscopy before, but I tested They removed my polyps, and I got precancer cells in my polyps. So I have to have a colonoscopy every 2 years, so they can make sure they take them out so it won't form into the colon cancer. This is dear to my heart, man. Colon cancer. This, like, my dad was my hero. I wish I had my shirt on. It didn't come. My dad was my everything. And it's hard. It's hard when you lose somebody from. It's hard to lose somebody, period. But just from cancer, man, cancer sucks.
I think the hardest part about it is when you watch, like you're literally watching them, pass on. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the hardest. I remember being in the hospital and talking to him. I had to leave out of the room. I just couldn't do it. Like I was like I mean, I remember him, saying like, man, he said, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? I tried, and like that tore me up, man. I was like, it's hard. So here's the deal. We want to come on here and the awareness part is the fight, right? Is not just talking about it, man. I mean, there's a lot of life experiences. Like I'm sitting here looking at, Nightwing just said, man, stepsister lost her husband, 43 years old, right? Chadwick, 43 years old. This young lady that has this is a brown sugar rehab, and her money, the money that she raises goes towards, research and helping people with that, man. And I didn't know the dollar amount, so Kenny, I thank you for putting that up there. Hold up, matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to that comment because I didn't know how the breakdown of how the money is put out. But the thing about it is, sometimes we so busy in life, you don't think about these things. You don't think about the next person, man. I don't know if you ever gave thought to like somebody that cut you off in traffic. You know what I'm saying? It could have been a mistake, but like you don't know, they could have a family member that that's either died from colon cancer or some other means. But like I think one of the biggest things we overlook is like some of us don't take care of ourselves, and the awareness part is just, I strongly urge you guys to get the checkups, you know what I'm saying? Like make the appointments that you need, and have them go over you with a fine tooth comb. And if you paying for your insurance, and I understand premiums are high, one of the biggest complaints is how high, health insurance is, and all the premiums that come along with it, man. And like the medical field is getting all this money, and all these people that, the engineers that's engineering new medicines are getting all this money. At the end of the day, you have to take care of yourself. Now, one thing I did read is the foods that we eat, processed foods is number one.
Yeah, I don't eat red meat.
Processed foods, red meat, a lot of red meat is a killer, man. Like, and this crazy is people that's on keto diets, like some people are not supposed to be on keto. Like they're doing studies. Some people, like you're not saying, some people can do that. You know what I'm saying? Just depends, from what I read, depends on your metabolism and the body type that you have. But keto diet is not good for everybody, man. You have to do the research, but then like the research entails you going to the doctor, letting them tell you the blood type you have and what you can eat, what's good, what's best for you. So hold on, I'm gonna get down to some of these comments. Every 3 years since I was 40. Okay. Next one in July. I'm going to say this. I'm proud of you too for doing this to sit on air. So, Jerry, this morning, I'm going to share this with you guys. This morning, I literally watched this show, this guy complaining about another guy that was talking about watches, right? So I do research on watches, y'all. I mean, if y'all don't know that. And I stopped listening to what he was talking about and just looked at the fact that he was complaining about another guy's opinion about something. And I thought to myself, I said, man, as human beings, sometimes, and I get it, content is content, right? You go put it out. I mean, that's what most people on YouTube do anyway. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a hobby or whatever the case is, but you don't hardly ever see people get on here and talk about these issues, man. You know that video I was talking about watching this young lady on colon cancer. This video aired 3 years ago through Pfizer, 3 years ago, and it has in 3 years it has 70,000 views. And you may look at them like that's good, 70,000 views, 3 years. Oh man, okay, they're doing good. I seen a girl driving in a van talk about her day and going, you know, her boyfriend broke over it and all this other stuff, man. Had 350,000 views and it hasn't been up 3 months. I was like, man, dude, I think sometimes we can get so caught up in other people's lives and what looks good and stuff like that, man, and we overlooking each other, man. So I mentioned OV, right? I wanted to I really wanted her to exceed that goal. I wanted to see her get realistically like $5,000. I thought she would get about $45,000 going towards that. But I understood like during the time it was hard because, you know, like we was in vid, like the pandemic was tough. You know what I'm saying? When is breast cancer awareness in November, right? October, I'm sorry, October. And I thought to myself, I said, you know what, we could have, like literally, we could have got it, y'all. We could have got it, man. I mean, $1 a person, man. I know there's like 15,000 people. 15,000 people could have gave $1. You know what I'm saying? There's at least 40,000 people that love watches on at any given time on here. And I'm not trying to spend nobody's money, man, but like, you know what I'm saying? But I do feel that I would much rather not get a watch. If I was going to spend $150 on a watch, I'm like, well, you know what? Maybe instead of me spending $150 on a watch, I can save, you know, $100, put that back in the bank and take $50 and put it towards research, or, you know what I'm saying? Like the different, and not just in one, because there's so many different ones. Y'all know that I'm trying to support vets. You know what I'm saying? Like I really, 39,000 people on the street, like how many of them got, you know, like ailments? How many people that's on the street have cancer or like they got some type of illness or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they're not being met, they're not being addressed, they out there dying, man. You know what I'm saying? Like that stuff, it sucks, man. Like, so I don't, let me see, hold on, let me get back to this because I want to get into the comments too. And again, this episode, y'all, I mean, we take it serious. Honestly, we take it serious, man, because that's her dad her whole life. Whole life. You know what I'm saying? He raised her. And they had I saw their relationship, man. But I'm gonna tell you something that I thought was one of the coolest things that with him is like when he adopted me, when he accepted me into the family, like she couldn't say nothing negative. If she was mad at me over something stupid, oh, he would let her have it. Or if she stormed out, he'd be like, "Hey, let her go and bye." He said, "If you need, I'll take you home," or he'll give me his car. He had a few cars. He'd be like, "Man, she just left me over there. She took off." He'd be like, "Here the keys to the caddy." He said, "Bring it back whenever." You know what I'm saying? Well, I'll come get it later. Or like, "Hey, you could chill over here," and you like, you ain't got to go home. You know what I'm saying? And that's family, y'all. And that's why the whole idea, if y'all see, man, you know what I'm saying? I put the title, normally I put Trap Vision 3D, man, but this is for the family today. This is for family. And I mentioned this other day, Ricky Smiley talked about, you know, like your personal family, but people that you surround yourself around, you know, and I surround myself around a lot of you guys. Oh, let me see. Who just walked in? What's up, Rich? And John, what's up, bro? Oh man, what's going on? What's up? What up? Did I speak to them? I thought, okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. You know, I don't want to miss nobody. I don't want to miss anybody. But today, Mr. Invicta's in here. Uh, let's see. Now, what I'm gonna do is, I said now I have a guest that's gonna come on. Oh, he home. That's funny. I just mentioned. I was like, I got a guest that's coming on, and sure enough, he popped up. So hold on, let me. I'm gonna drop the link, and you can just grab it. All right. Man, I'm struggling, y'all. So that's the link right there, and I'll have the guest pop up here. But in the meantime, I'll receive some items in the mail, and I'll share them with you. I got them right here. I want to show you what we got. And these items I'm about to show you. There are some beads, and they are in spirit of what we're talking about right now, colon cancer awareness. And when our guest comes up, I'll have our guest explain these beads, as well as I have these gorgeous coasters, man. They came all wrapped up. These are coasters. Y'all can hear that. DNQ in the building, man. What's happening? Showing some love, man. Let me see. Sliding in and show my family some love. We'll have to watch on the replay at work. Okay, okay. And you be safe at work, man. Be safe at work. Okay. So I gotta go compose myself. So family, I dropped the link. And not only I'm gonna have the guest up, I am opening. This is gonna be an open forum, you know, because Vic had mentioned already that he lost somebody.
The essence.
I did I?
Yeah, essence.com.
Oh, hold up, my bad, y'all. Man, I did. I don't know why. My bad. My bad. That's my mistake. Oh, this thing's being contrary today. Oh boy. All right, y'all. It's coming up. Hold on for a second, Roy. All right, here we go. So now that's the link. Grab that, and then you can come on up. You can come on up. Now, like I was saying before, this is gonna be an open forum, so I'll have
those that just came in, we talked to them about colon cancer.
Yeah, we talking about colon and cancer. I mean, because we're in colon and cancer awareness month, and I definitely didn't want this month to end without us discussing this serious issue in ways to help ourselves, man. You know, to fight it. But what do you guys? Let me ask you this, and you guys put this in a comment, man. What do you think about that, man? If colon cancer runs in my family.
He just dropped another link. Hit that link, Roy.
Hey, Roy, hold up. So I'm gonna drop it again, Roy.
Yeah, because it ain't showing up on my page.
There you go. I just dropped it in the link, Roy. I just dropped it in the chat. It's not showing up.
Nope. No link is showing.
What? It's showing on this end. Good Lord. All right, hold on. Let's try something else. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna enter myself in here. It's probably gonna roll in other foolishness. Oh, wait a minute, hold up. How about I do this? I could probably text it to you, Roy. Let me do that. I'm gonna send it straight to your phone, Roy. I don't know why it just won't come up in the thing though.
You know that phone ain't out.
I can't send. Okay, I thought I could send over Wi-Fi.
Not a text.
Well, maybe I can just hold up.
Drop the link yourself.
Drop it in the chat. Now, let me see. Now I'm gonna see if I can drop it as an admin in the chat. See if you can grab that one. Did it get it? Did it go in there? G Kicks. We had cancer scare last year.
Not showing.
What? Man, it's good, bro. I'm having technical difficulties over here, man. It's StreamYard is not letting me invite people on. It's not letting me. Okay, hold on. Give me a second. Give me just a second. I don't know why it's doing that. So it let me drop other stuff in the chat, but it's not letting me drop the link. Oh, wow, bro. That is. I'm buffering? Okay, all right, all right. I got you, John. Give me just a second. That is so wild, man.
Yeah, so you're not buffering on my email.
Okay, John, I just sent it to you, bro. Hey, G Kicks, thanks for being here, bro. Thanks for being here, man. It means a lot to me, man, that you were here, man. My father has cancer polyps in his throat. Oh, gosh, man. Paper Chase me. What's happening, man? Dope channel. Hey, y'all. He got dope beats over there, I promise. Okay. He got dope beats over there, man. Okay. So I think everybody in this chat has had some type of issue. My dad died from bone cancer. So that's also Paper Chase me. Here's the deal. She was just sharing about her father, man, and he passed away. Has it been 4 years?
It'll be 4 years.
It'll be 4 years this year in a couple weeks. And you never get over it. You know the ugly thing about like when her dad passed away, my dad died. It was the next year or was it the same? It was the same year. Same. My dad died months after her dad. He died from COPD. He used to be a construction worker, and it was like all the stuff he used to inhale. And I hadn't even got over her dad. And I was at work and got that phone call. I was like, I'm done, man. I was destroyed, man. I'm talking about destroyed.
Oh. Try that link, Roy.
Did he drop it?
I dropped it.
Okay. Thanks, bro. Meteandi said they love you.
I love you guys too. It's like been so difficult. Hardest thing I ever. Our 2017 had to be the worst year ever. We lost a nephew at the age of 7. We lost somebody from church. It was 20, 24, 25. We lost my dad. We lost Trap's dad. And we lost my 2.5-year-old nephew.
That sucked, boy. I'm talking about it was like it wasn't no getting around it. Okay. Hold up. Hold on. Give me just a second. Don't.
Could Roy not pick up on that link?
Like they said, I got 2 in here.
Paste it again.
They said I got 2. Hold on, y'all. I don't know. Oh, wait. I got something.
Okay. Y'all didn't see my link either. Let me go to here. Yeah, because it worked on my end. Yeah, it's not coming on there. Hold on, Roy. Are you on Instagram? Is Roy on Instagram?
I'm not sure.
Because I can.
Hey, what's going on, Jay?
We was trying to get you on.
Yeah, we're trying to get you on here, bro. Cause I don't know why it's not doing. That is crazy. You know what? Let me see if it. That is.
It's just the devil. They don't want you to talk about it. But you know what? He said he can call you. He have to call from my phone.
Yeah,
or he have to call the house phone. What's our house number? Anybody know our house number?
I don't.
Okay. I've dropped it 2-3 times, Vic.
I promise, y'all. Like, so it's showing on our side that the link is dropping. It's just like I don't know what, and I don't want to cancel out the show and then try to start over again because that's just. I don't. It got to be something in programming or I don't know.
Jason, I'm gonna send you the link on Facebook.
Let me get on my PC. Okay.
Who is it?
John. Well, what I don't understand it. Let me drop the other link, the Essence link.
It did. I don't know. I don't know how. Well, just try to copy it again. Oh, my back hurts.
All right, let's try this again, y'all. I guess.
I sent it, Jason. Roy, are you on Facebook? Nope, John, we don't see it.
Now it's saying I'm looking at it. It's saying it's dropped, but I'm looking on here.
It's not dropped.
And it's not dropped.
Okay. We're going to give you our house number. I don't care who has it because we never answer it. I got to find out what. That may be Jason. Yeah, there you go.
Yo.
Yo. Family.
Hey.
What's happening?
Man, struggling through this live, bro. Like, I'm having technical difficulties on this end, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get my man Roy up here.
See if we can turn it up, man. I can. Hold on for a second, cause I can barely hear you. We get D to turn some volume, man.
Okay. Man, like, try typing the link.
Try typing it in?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me start.
Say something, Trap.
Yo, can you hear me? You still can't hear me?
Hold on. Check that out. Make sure.
I see your hairdo. Somebody got their hair done. Okay, check your settings and see what the guest settings are.
So I can hear him. Can you hear him?
I can hear him a little bit.
Trap, can you hear us?
I can hear y'all loud and clear.
Okay. It's just the road noise makes it a little harder for me to hear you. But what's good? So I hear
We see.
well, I heard. You saw. I heard. y'all talking about something near and dear and very close to home.
Yeah. So how close to home is it?
Right here. Right here. Y'all know I've been in remission now for 3 years.
So let me ask you, bro, when you found out, like how did you find out?
You know what? I'm gonna let Dee tell this story.
Okay.
Babe, go ahead. I'm gonna let her tell this story.
Hey, family.
Yo.
Hey.
So I don't know if you guys know. You see, Jason's a pretty big guy, and he likes to eat, right?
Right.
So I had cooked one of his favorite meals, curry chicken, rice and peas, roti,
Plantains,
sauteed cabbage.
Jeez.
One of his favorite meals.
Boop, 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 boop.
We were at the dinner table. He took 2 bites and he said, "I don't feel good." I said, "What happened?" He's like, "I don't know. My stomach just don't feel right." He's like, "I'm gonna go lay down." So that was a red flag for me because Jason eats. If he don't do nothing else, he eats.
Right.
So that happened for about 3 nights straight. And I said, you need to go to the doctor. He said, "You make the appointment and I'll go." Because we all know our men don't like making appointments or going to the doctor.
Eat some grass, drink some water, and be out.
Right.
So I made the appointment. I think the appointment was probably about a month away. But so he went through that for like a month where
2 months.
Yeah, 2 months.
2 months.
Where he would eat and then automatically just not feel right. He couldn't tell me what it was. His stomach didn't feel right. So we finally get to the appointment. It was a general family doctor. And she goes, "Well, I understand what you're telling me. Let's do an x-ray." So they took an x-ray. And she said, "I don't really see much." She said, "Just at the end of your large intestine, just looks a little
That was another 3 weeks.
So that was another 3 weeks before we could get in to see him. I see somebody's trying to come in. Y'all, you good?
No, you good. You good, sis.
Okay. So we get to the GI. We tell the GI what's going on with him. The GI takes a stool sample and says, "So you ever notice any blood in your stool when you go to the bathroom?" Jason said, "Nah, I really don't pay attention like that, but
don't look at that, doc.
Not really, So he says, "All right, I understand, but we're gonna send you for a colonoscopy." The colonoscopy was another 3 months away.
Oh, that was another 3 weeks. So
another
now,
3 weeks. So now we went from.
So the first appointment was September. The second appointment was the end of October.
Right.
The colonoscopy was November. Mid-November.
Doctor does the colonoscopy mid-November, and Jason was stage 3 colon cancer. He had a tumor in his colon. So if you think of a colon, let me just a visual. You think of a colon as a tube.
Right.
Jason had a tumor taking up 3/4 of that tube.
Oh,
And so the reason that Jason was experiencing discomfort when he ate is because anytime food tried to pass, it was knocking off the top of that tumor, almost acting as a volcano. So Jason had his colon resectioned in December 8th of 2015. We started chemo. You started chemo February of 2016. 6 months of intense chemo. And he's been in remission since September of 2018.
Praise God.
man.
Yeah. So
around
it's
the time-
really, really close, near and dear to us.
I lost 70 pounds.
He lost 70 pounds in that time span
of 6 months.
Going through chemo.
So y'all was on a cruise with that.
No, it wasn't 2018, Jay.
But I went in remission.
Well, when you got the final word that you were in remission, yes.
Yes.
But he finished chemo in September of 16 because we got married in September of 16, and he had his last treatment
August,
the week before we got married.
Wow. So y'all soulmates.
Soulmate.
Hey, you in it to win it. In sickness and health, boy. Hey, I'm telling you. Hey, Joy, welcome in. Joy, welcome in. Philly's in the building. Thank you guys for being here, man. We're talking about a serious subject, man. We got the king and queen of Invicta 757 giving a history lesson on our brother. You know what I'm saying? Like that one, and it's good. You healthy, bro. You. Hey, I'll tell you what was that 2019 cruise or 2020 cruise? You A-Town stomping up there on the stage.
Yeah. So the first cruise was 2018, and then 2020 cruise, he was all over the place. He was all over the place. A-Town stomping, balancing twirling basketballs on his finger, doing everything. But yeah, that year, Meek, listen, my condolences to y'all because we know what it's like. So and not directly related to colon cancer, but the day Jason went in, December 8th, for his colon resection, I get a phone call from New York that my dad had several strokes in his brainstem and was on life support. So I leave my husband's bedside as soon as he had surgery, and I know that he's okay. Fly out to New York, stay with my dad. I had to pull life support off about a week later. I come back home, take care of my husband. And for Christmas, Jason and I, him straight out of surgery, we had to drive to New York to bury my dad. Wow. So I know that feeling, Meek. And, I'm a waterhead, so I'm not going to start crying. I love you.
Yeah. 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 And this is why, you know what, why I want to do this, man, is because awareness is everything, man. And you got to know that there's stuff that we can do to prevent some of this. You know what I'm saying? Because like the foods we eating, and I'm asking y'all, anybody that's listening to me, please, I'm not telling you, I said the other day, I got Herbalife in here, man. I'm a distributor, man, but I don't push it like that, man. I would rather you get on Herbalife or something natural that's going to help your body digest the way it's supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Because even when you go buy healthy foods are expensive. So everybody runs to the alternatives. You know what I'm saying? Like McDonald's, bro. Like I know McDonald's is like a quick fix. And I love the fries. I'm not even going to front. You know what I'm saying? I love when I go back home, I go, you know what I'm saying, to my spot, you know what I mean, and get my burger with all them onions and fries. I love it. But at what cost? I don't want to leave here, man, and have my kids feeling the way she feel the way I feel. Man, her dad
Listen,
was my dad.
when Jay, when he got diagnosed, and we got to do better at going back to this. But when Jay got diagnosed, even through chemo, because the doctors kept telling us, you know, if he'll eat, give him whatever he'll eat. But even through chemo, Jason and I made sure he stayed on an alkaline diet. He didn't want to eat, period, because of the chemo. But we knew as as we were eating wasn't the best, and your body, cancers love acidity. I mean, we could probably teach a whole nother class on that, because Jason and I did so much research, because we knew he had to beat it. There was no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We were going to beat it. And your diet is the number one thing that you have got to change when it comes to cancers. So we need to do a better job. And we talking to ourselves. We got to do a better job. Got to get back to that alkaline based diet. Because it is prevalent for him. It's prevalent for me. I lost my mother to breast cancer. My grandmother and all her sisters had ovarian cancer. So we both need to just be on it. With the cancer thing, it's no joke.
I mean, and that, you see, that's my cry tonight. Is, yeah, we're talking about colon cancer, but we're talking about like overall, we're talking health. We're talking health, man, because we have the keys to do better. You know what I'm saying? But like for those that's already in it, guys, if I come on here and I say, hey, I got like some stuff, like we're literally, you know what I mean? These are going to be gifts, man. Like we're going to give these away to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Roy, which I'm trying to get Roy on here right now. I'm going to give these away. These are beads that him and his wife made. You know what I'm saying? And this is for the fight. These are coasters that I'm going to send to somebody. You know what I'm saying? A couple people for them to just to remember. You know what I'm saying? Like if you lost somebody, or if you're going through right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to help in any way. You know what I'm saying? I can. And I remember having a conversation with some people, man. I said, dude, I wish I was rich. I wish I was a millionaire, man. I'll be doing this with my money. I'll be doing that. I said, but you know what? I don't have $1 million. And what can I do now? What can I do right now? You know what I'm saying? So your boy gets on here, and like I said, I want to take a break away from watches, man. Like I just want to tell people how much I care about you taking care of yourself. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. You may be a freight train with no brakes on it right now, man, but let me at least try to help apply some pressure to your, you know what I'm saying? Let me be your brakes, you know what I'm saying? Or at least get some people. If I can't do it, I'm calling for help. I'm calling for help. And one thing that I know is through Invicta 757, flossing, like the Invicta Holics, man, this whole watch community thing, man. One thing I've seen, we may have our differences of opinion on certain things, man, but when it really matters, boys come through. Yes. I'm talking about, man, people come through, you know what I'm saying, in a pinch. Right now, this is what's crazy. I got 2 people from the UK that send in watches that we're going to auction off to help homeless vets. Yes. I talked to OV a couple of days ago, and I told her I was going to help her try to get, you know what I'm saying, a hand. I said, look, we need to start early. I don't want to start a month before breast cancer awareness. Matter of fact, this needs to be an ongoing theme, you know what I'm saying? Because we're in colon cancer awareness month. And then I don't know, like next month, what is next month? I don't know. Like, I'm pretty sure this is something next month, but I'm like, I don't need a month. It's just like Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a month to tell me that I'm supposed to remember something. No, like, because life goes on. Life don't stop, and life don't care.
Our sound is going out. We're going to log off. We are on the road. We love y'all.
Love you too, sis.
Broadcast after.
Okay.
All
right. Roy, you still there?
So hold on. So I'm going to
Roy number in your phone. In that phone?
It's in that phone.
But
yeah, it's in this one too.
I can send him the link.
All right, hold on. Let me get you. Oh, you want to text it to him?
Yeah.
Okay.
But we're not gonna say his number out loud.
No, I know. I'm gonna just give it to you. Here you go. So hey, Roy, we're gonna get you in here. We're gonna get you in. I wanted to get more people up in here, man. I don't know. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't know why, streaming. I just actually went in and just changed some settings in here, man. Let me see something real quick. So I did just change a setting. It said something about authenticating. I know John has said something about that earlier. Let me see here. I don't know. Can you guys see that? Because I just dropped it. I just dropped the link in there again. I don't know if it's coming up. I just changed some settings in StreamYard. So, and Jay, I appreciate you sharing that. I remember he told me that story a while ago, and I was like, man, that's crazy, man. Trap going, check on wifey. Be right. Okay. Man, John, I don't know, bro. I literally went in, I saw what you were talking about, and it said to authenticate. So I don't know. Like, and I don't know what's different about this live than anything else that I've had. I mean, because I didn't change anything. Let me see. Congratulations, you've been invited to join. Blah blah blah. Oh, that's just I don't know, man.
Text Roy.
So hopefully he'll get that through that text, and then we can. Vic said no link. All right, give me a second. I'm just gonna. It's gonna show up on the screen here in a second. All right, so.
Hey.
I've been trying to get on.
Okay, let me try to copy the link and then send it to you. I'm gonna try to copy it off of
Okay. Okay, I see John. Wait a minute. John, are you trying to come in?
try to copy it again.
So you might, you know what? If anything else, man, you put him on speaker, and then we could just. Because I did that with Roy before, y'all. I had Roy on the show through like the phone. I had, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say.
I'm trying to copy it. I don't know if it's copied it. Let me try to write it.
So let me see the.
If this don't work, I'm gonna give you my house number and just call the house phone. Okay, give me a sec. I'm gonna try to send you this link again.
Chat wife, you can listen over
right.
my shoulder on and off. Told me, thank you for this. No problem. And I hope and pray that she's doing, man, that she's doing well, that she'll be in better health.
I just need to copy the link.
And bring back Trap Senior. Chat here. Well,
I'm trying to send him the link.
All right, let's see. Let's get to some of these comments real quick. Every month has several causes: March has colon cancer, MS, hemophilia, brain injury. Okay, so yeah. I remember you telling me that. Man. And you know what, man, Richard, I wish I can get this link together, man, because I would love to have you up too, man, because I know we're talking about colon cancer, but we're talking about overall health, and you know, you got a story to tell too.
I'll send it to you through
Who?
Richard.
Richard. Okay. So that's what you did for Jay and them. You sent it through Facebook.
Yep.
That is crazy, man. That is crazy. I might have to see what's. I don't know why it's doing that. So John, I'm in settings right now.
I gotta go pick my child up
Okay.
and my phone on 1%.
You better go charge it
I'm gonna charge it
in the car. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Guess, see, viewers' comments. So John, let me ask you this: do I have to click the box for authenticate? Because I didn't have that check before. I had it off. I just had it off just now. Play a sound when guest enters. Guest see viewer comments. Like it's not telling me nothing else other than that. That's me. And then like John.
Gonna give him our house number.
That's me and John in there. I don't know. Like that is the wildest thing ever. Trap, can you all send up prayers for my wife for tomorrow? Yeah. Most definitely. That's Jared. We'll talk offline.
See, it's like you can see the red light came back on. Richard. I sent him through Facebook.
And there we have it. The man, the myth, the legend. How you doing, my friend?
Hello, everybody. How's it going?
Man, I'm trying to make it through this live.
I'm doing good. Just chilling on the couch right now.
How you feel?
Good, man. Sounds good.
So, Richard, you had just posted there a number of things that so every month has different causes, colon cancer, MS, and stuff like that. So you, my friend,
Right.
have suffered a while. So if you like to share with the people, man, like what's a day for you? I think we lost Richard.
Uh-oh.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, bro? I think your screen is frozen.
Yeah, I got a duplicate audio going on here. It's getting confusing.
Okay, hold on. Let me see something here. Let me try something, bro. Oh man, hold up. We got we're gonna mute that.
I think that's better now.
And then three-way.
Hey guys.
There we go.
Richard
All right, that's better now.
We got Richard Oso, and then we have Roy. Okay.
What's up, Roy?
So Richard.
Yes.
Would you care to share your life story, bro? Like what do you suffer from?
Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, I got MS. Originally diagnosed in 1996. I was 26 years old. What pretty much happened to me was first time, left side of my face went numb, and then a couple days later, right side of my body went numb. At first, I thought I had Bell's palsy, which what happened to my mom not too long before that. Lasted a couple of weeks and everything was fine. But for me, after the right side of my body went numb, we went to a doctor, hospital, MRI. Back then was a couple hours, and then X-rays, MRI, stuff like that, blood work, and then they said, you have MS, and I'm like, okay, what do we do? And at that time, I had part-time jobs, no insurance, stuff like that. Everything was very expensive, as far as treatments and everything like that. The MRI alone was like $3,000.
Right.
but family paid for it out of pocket because they want to know what was going on. So that was cool. So eventually, over from 1996, that's how I was living. From 96 to 2002, I was okay physically. I was working, outside, pretty much digging ditches, doing a sprinkler system job, in underground sprinkler system, lawn sprinkler systems, 6 days a week. I was fine. Couple of years after I left that job, so now this is 2002. So from 96 to 2002, I'd have an episode where I go numb on a certain part of my body. One time it was upper half, one time it was lower half, one time it was right side, one time it was left side. And everything will go back to normal after 4 weeks, 5 weeks, no residual, no after effects. Like I'd be back to normal, healthy as a horse. May 2nd, 2002, it was a Thursday. I remember it vividly. The wind was blowing gently from the west. I'm kidding. I knew something was wrong because the lower half of my body went numb, to the point where I couldn't stand, I couldn't get up, couldn't walk. Then I'm like, okay, we got to go to the hospital. So I told them, I had MS, told them about my priors and stuff like that, what was going on. And then doctors say, yeah, they did MRI, stuff like that. Okay, you're having an episode. You're having an episode, an exacerbation, it's called. At that point, I wasn't on any meds or anything like that, so they immediately put me on meds to maintain or to stop the progression in its tracks. Where I'd get at that point, I was giving myself a shot, an injection, intramuscular injection once a week. So I was doing that for 10 years. Then I was doing an once a month infusion for a couple of years. Now for the past 5 or 6 years, I'm doing an infusion that's every 6 months. So over the years, the meds have been getting better to keep everything halted, to slow the progression and keep me somewhat stable. And that's how I've been for the past 10 years or so. But I've been pretty much disabled since May 2nd, 2002. So we're going on 19 years now, right? 19 years if my math is correct. We're in 2021 now. Yeah. 19 years I've been like this, using wheelchair for wherever I'm going. Go to concerts with my Mary and stuff like that, and past 3 cruises or whatever. But you know what? I can't let it stop me. I can't let it bring me down, because the minute that happens, it wins. That's a big no-no for me. I can't do that. I almost gave up from May 2nd. I got back up after May 2nd. I was like miserable. Woe is me. I was in my room, bedridden, wheelchair bound. I got back on my feet day before Thanksgiving 2003 is when I went back to work. So that was like a year and a half of my life that I don't want to remember. I don't want to know anything about. And thankfully I've forgotten a lot, because it's all I saw was the four walls of my room and my window and stuff like that. I had the home health aide for a while. My girlfriend at the time was not Mary. At the time was with me for a while, but then she eventually broke up with me because of this. And but it's just, and then when I got back on my feet, I met Mary through chemistry.com, because she has MS also.
I didn't know that.
Different than mine, but she has it as well. She's not as physically disabled as I am. There's other things that she has that I don't, but it affects everybody differently. Just like most diseases, everybody gets affected different ways. So like I said, I'm trying not to let it get me down. March is a very special month for me. As you see, I'm wearing orange. This
Right.
was
I got you. I got you.
this is actually a shirt from the MS walk I did. I don't even know what year that is. Long time ago, probably. I don't know. But we do the MS walk at a beach over here every May. I got like 12 of these shirts. That's why it's I still have it. But it's just I just can't let it get me down. Can't let it get me
You
down. I
know
mean, I
what?
could go on rambling about this
No,
like we
you're fine, bro.
ramble about watches. But I don't mind I don't mind talking about it because I remember you asked me on our first interview. You
Yes.
asked me, Mike, if you don't
Yes.
mind, Mike, look, I don't mind talking. I don't mind talking
Yeah.
about it. It's fine with me. It's fine with me.
And you know what? I appreciate that,
Yeah,
man,
man.
because somebody left a comment in there earlier saying that they thought MS was something that you were born with. They didn't know that you can get it later on in life.
Mhm.
And you actually informed me that on the cruise because up until I talked to you, I didn't know that. I was like, I thought MS was a disease that you were born with or something. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know that, like you can get it. So and you know what's crazy? After our first cruise together, a year after, I'm sorry, a year after, I was working at Enterprise and I met this young lady that it just hit her all of a sudden. And I'm
Yeah.
talking about to the point where she was paralyzed from the neck down for a week or so. And then she started getting her feeling back.
Yeah.
And she had a little girl, 2-year-old daughter, right? And it just came out of nowhere, man. And I remember she rented a car. She rented a car and she called me because I was like, I said, hey, the car was due back. And she couldn't talk on the phone. And her mom
Right.
ended up calling and was like, hey, I don't have anybody to come get the car or bring the car up there. Can you guys do? I was like, hey, look, I went and got the car, didn't charge her. I hadn't heard from her like 4 days. So at this point, I'm thinking she stole the car. But when I found out what happened, I literally just wrote it off. I said, well, don't worry about it. We'll just mark it as the car was here, whatever the case was. And I ended up getting her phone number and I took her name to my church and was like, hey, talk to this person. Because like I said, I don't know a lot about, certain illnesses and disease and stuff like that. But if you drop it in my lap, if you put it close to me, I'll find out as much as I possibly can, and I'm gonna run my mouth about it as much as possible. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I do appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Um,
No
and
problem.
Roy.
Yes.
So here's the deal, y'all. This is why Roy is another inspiration behind this whole episode. You know what I'm saying? Roy, you sent me these beads in the mail, bro.
Yes, I
You sent
did.
me, you sent me these beads in the mail. Now, if you will, my friend, could you explain these beads? What does these beads represent?
Okay. We'll start with the lava beads because basically, um, lava, when a volcano explodes, it creates lava, which creates new land. So for the lava beads, it's new birth or new beginning. The blue beads represent, and the color of the coasters represent two things: the ocean, which is water, and we all need water to live. Secondly, it's the sky. We all hope that when our loved ones pass away, that they end up in heaven. So we all should look up at the sky every day, no matter if it's cloudy, snowing, raining, and simply say, thank you. And we love you. The third thing is the the silver beads. We all have heard this sometime in our life. There's always a silver lining in a cloud. That to me is a form of hope, because if we look on the bright side of things, we can find that hope. Richard is an awesome example of hope. He's not giving up. He's living his life. I
Thank you.
met him on the cruise. And he probably doesn't remember, but he is a very cool guy. I actually sat and listened to you talking to some other people. I didn't say anything to you, but it was just an honor to sit there and listen to someone that
Oh,
is
well.
living life to the fullest, not
Thanks, Roy.
accepting what's wrong,
Thank you.
and just having that part of their life just take over everything. Instead, he's turned it around and said, hey, I can do anything. All I got to do is figure out how to do it. And that's amazing. That totally is amazing. One of the reasons that my wife and I sat down and made those items, like you said earlier, and all the coasters are individually made. They're all different, but they represent true life, love, hope. Because we all, like I said, we all need water to survive, and the sky represents the heavens, and that's where we hope all of our loved ones are, and where we will hopefully be one day. But one of the main reasons that we got interested in this is because my father passed away from pancreatic cancer, January 2011. And it was probably one of the hardest things because I saw my dad go from someone who was vibrant and living. He worked for the same company. He's a plumbing electrician. He worked there for 50 years. His reputation was such that people would call the shop and only want him to come and do any work that they needed. Because he had a rule. If he came to your house to fix something, it was done right the first time. He didn't, if you called him for something again, it was not to fix that problem. And that's one of the things that I live by myself. The things that you go through after someone dies is probably the hardest you could ever do. It's not so much the funeral. It's not so much saying goodbye. I have a minister once preached on this topic of where do you think the devil is? How do you think he gets to you? One of the ways that most people think about it is he comes from outside. He's dealing with from people that you don't know. It's not necessarily true. It's the people that you do know that he can come through and try to destroy your life. That happened to me. I have two brothers and a sister, and after my father passed away, they turned on me. I have to this day, I have no idea why. And there was a point where I thought about ending it. I told Trap this story, and he's the only person I've ever told it to. There's a watch that saved my life. I went over to my brother's house, my middle brother. He wanted me to review some papers that he had. He had my dad's truck, and it was sitting next to his garage. And as I was turning the driveway, I noticed the sun was shining through the window, and it looked like somebody was sitting in the driver's seat. But he and his wife were sitting on the front porch, and there was no one else there. And as I turned into that driveway, I heard a voice say, "You're better than that. You have much more to live for." And for the life of me, I have no idea, what I was looking at. And then I heard a second voice. Now, my mother is she's been dead for over 30 years, but she's the only person that used to call me by my full name whenever I was in trouble. That's how I knew I was in trouble. And I heard that voice say, "Roy Douglas Smith, you're better than that." And it was just as clear as day. I mean, as if she was sitting right next to me. So as I got out of the car, I felt like a weight was lifted off of me. One of the things that I guess bothered me the most about all of everything that happened, it was an accumulation of 4 years of lies and deception, and it was all directed at me. I remember something that I should have known when all that started. The person that does the most for the person that's sick is the one that gets talked about told lies on and never got any help from the people that are telling them. My barber at the time, I had gone to get a haircut. And you know how a barbershop is. Everybody's talking about everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sitting there and wasn't really interested in the conversation, and got in a chair, and he cut about half of my hair, a lot more than I got now. And
Yeah.
he said, Roy, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, I thought it was going to be about a topic they'd been discussing. And he goes, I heard your daddy bought you your Chrysler 300. I'm sitting there going, now, did I hear what I just heard? So I turned around and looked at him dead in the face. And I said, Pierce, what did you say? He said, I heard your daddy bought you your Chrysler 300. He paid cash for it for you. I said, who told you that lie? Then he became defensive. I don't want to start no trouble. I said, hey, trouble's already been started.
Mm.
How long have you known me? I said, at least 20 years. Have I ever asked you for a dime? Have I ever asked you for anything? I said, I've even paid for other people's haircuts before they even got in your chair. So why would I ask my daddy to pay for a car for me? Well, I just heard that. I said, well, I know who you heard it from. You don't even have to tell me. I know who you heard that lie from. And I said, because the person that told you that calls the shop and asks you if I'm here before he comes, doesn't he? He just looked at him. Now, the barber next to him, who's now my barber, Bernard, he said, yeah, he sure does. Every time he comes down here, wants to come down, he'll call and ask if you're here. It was my little brother. So when I say that it's not the people that don't know you that are looking to cause you problems, it's the people that do know you and the ones that are supposedly closest to you.
Oh.
Those beads were done by Carolyn and I specifically for this particular reason, because everybody is touched by can be touched by cancer no matter who you are. It doesn't care who you are, your station in life. It can destroy everything. And I won't blame the disease itself on what happened to me personally, but the people that are around you are always not looking out for your best interests. The reason I've been watching Trout probably since he even started this, and he and I talked on the phone one day on one of his first phone interviews, and we're on for about 2 hours, and we got off the phone and we were on the phone for another 4 hours. And he's in Indiana, I'm in South Carolina. But we have a kinship, and that kinship extends to all of the Invicta family. We always talk about the watches themselves and how much we enjoy collecting them. But every one of us has at least one watch that, number one, will never sell. Number two, has a very strong meaning behind it. And I got a new watch in today, the Hercules Blue Label. Been looking for it for a week. Got it in today, and I was thinking about what I was going to talk to you guys about today. And like I said, I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me, because yes, I did think about taking my own life, but it had nothing to do with anything other than my allowing sadness, depression, and betrayal to take over my life. And we don't have to do that. Like my mother said, I'm better than that. And
True. That's
it's
true.
it's the people like you guys, even if I'm not chatting on the line or saying anything, I'm listening and watching. And I told Trap this the other day. We were talking, and I'm not a big brand fan. I like what I like, is what it boils down to, pretty much. But if someone puts Invicta down, or John the Phone Guy, Trap, DC, Tommy Big Time, or any of the other guys that are on here, they got me to deal with. I'm one of those guys, I'll listen. I may not say anything, but when I get to that point where enough is enough, oh, you're going to hear about it. And
man, listen, you know what? The feeling's mutual. The feeling's mutual. You know the best thing about this, and I want all y'all to feel this. I want all y'all to feel this. These are handcrafted, right? I got 4 of them. I got beads for ladies. These are lava beads he was talking about, and I got beads for men, right? And I'm not keeping these beads for me. I'm giving these beads out to people that are going through something right now. Roy was thinking of a way. He said, I don't know how I'm going to distribute them. I don't know. Like, I have no idea. And I'm going to tell you like this. This is another reason why I wanted to do this, man, because I talked to my wife, man, and I talking to her on the phone earlier, I felt it. Because anytime we talk about my father-in-law, it just brings up a bunch of emotions, bro. And I even with, Richard, you on here, man, which I have so much respect and love for. Didn't know that about Mary. Roy, we've talked, man, and like, I got your number. I know I can call you if you're not working. I know I can call you and just chat. You know what I'm saying? And like everybody else in this chat right now, there's people right now that don't get it. There's people that don't get it. Roy, you said something that was strong. It was loud and clear about family treating you wrong during times that you're trying to take care of an issue. I think we just lost Roy. Roy, come back when you can. Come back in. Just grab that same link. And I'm so thankful and grateful that I changed the name of my channel from the Invicta Lifestyle to the Lifestyle, because the lifestyle involves Richard, it involves Smitten, it involves Jerry, which everybody, let's think about this for a second. Jerry has some, like, pray for his wife. Just pray for his wife. You know what I'm saying? She got some stuff she needs to do medically. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to tell people, I'll let him put it in the chat. But as a husband, I'm gonna tell you this, as a husband, if something happens to wifey, I'm all hands on deck. I don't have time, Richard. I'm like you. I don't have time to allow worry to creep in. I don't have time for doubt to creep in. It's to the point, let's get it done. Now, my heart wrenches when she goes through this stuff. I'm like, God, dog. And I got people I can fall on and like, bro, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like trying to carry this weight, man, forget what I'm going through. She is priority. You know what I'm saying? Like I think Roy just came back. Yeah, there we go. We got Roy back. She is first and foremost, you know what I'm saying, outside of God, man. And all I'm saying right now is I got Roy. And what you got there, my friend? What is that?
This is the first bolt that I ever bought.
Is that the watch that is attached to the story that you just dropped?
This is the watch. This is it.
And you know what that makes that a grill. That is a grill. That is eternal grill. You can never. You know what? I don't care if you got that AL. What was that watch he had that was like $8,000, like 2 years ago? He had a diamond Sabacco specialty that was like
specialty with like the 4 carats of diamonds on the bezel.
Yeah, I remember that.
Bro, that watch that you got right now.
This is the thing.
I reached out to people in Invicta, and I said, hey, there's a story that y'all have to hear. I haven't heard anything back, but I dropped it in Victor Ryan's lap. I said, hey, there's a story. I didn't give him details. I said, just know there's a story where somebody said how it saved their life. I mentioned it on somebody else's live. I said, hey, it's a story. Y'all got to hear this. You have to hear this, man, because this man lost his dad. You know what I'm saying? This man almost lost himself. You know what I mean? And you know how hard that is when you lose, when there's a death in the family and you dealing with
crazy.
Foolishness. You're right. You're dealing with foolishness.
It was
You don't have time for that,
it
man.
was
You're trying to
unbelievable.
process through all this stuff, man. That's what, man. And you know what? I always, and I heard we said this, man. Give me my flowers while I'm here, man. And I give flowers. That's why, and I like to joke back and forth with Meat Nine, like, you know what I'm saying, Little Meat and Weeze. But they are a huge part of what we do here. D&Q, they are a huge part. And I met them on a cruise. We met them, and I know he gonna make fun of me, but it started with a watch. It started with a watch for me with y'all. And dude, I'm gonna tell you something. Just as, man, energetic as I was on that cruise when I met Richard Oso, dude, I'm gonna tell you something. I was so happy to, like, when I saw, because I saw you on New York when you went to that pop-up
Yeah,
shop.
yeah, I saw that too.
And I was like, dude, they squawking this guy. I'm like, who is he? Like, I was like, I want to know who this guy is, man. And when
I
I
was on
finally,
air
like,
so many times with Justin. It was great. Loved it.
bro, I was sitting there looking. I was like, dang, this is fascinating. I was like, man.
I was the only one there for the entire 3 hours or 2 hours or 4 hours. People were coming and going, coming and going. Mary and I were the only ones there from beginning. We saw Justin come in with his backpack. And then when it was over, we helped him pack up because it was just him, the camera lady, and somebody else doing the tech. There's 3 people there. And we were there for the entire time. That was a blast. That was fun.
And you look like you have a lot of fun, man, but like to actually meet you, right? So here's the thing, and
to meet me is to love me.
Man, right, bro. Like the crazy thing is, you know what? You know, in society how people prejudge. So the first thing when you see somebody in a wheelchair or not even crutches, I mean, you don't give people that's on crutches because you know this probably got a broken leg, they'll heal. But like when you see somebody on a walker or somebody in a wheelchair, like people's mind is like, okay, they're either going to avoid you. I've seen this. They either going to avoid you. They don't have time. I'm like, I've always been interested. I mean, because I saw my sister, man. Like my sister had lupus, and it wasn't the lupus that killed her. It was the medicine. The medicine took her out because she got it during the time they didn't know how to treat lupus. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like, okay, let's throw this at it. Let's throw this at it. Let's prednisone and all this other crap and steroids. And like she went up in size and went down, up, down, up, down to where she was 210 pounds all the way down to 98 pounds. And then she died.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I watched her over 11 years disintegrate. Like I watched my sister, man, like she passed at 99, you know what I'm saying? And that was the beginning of my military career because Roy, I will tell you this, I didn't want to live anymore when my sister died. I hated my mama. I hated my daddy. I hated everybody around me. I didn't like nobody. I hated people.
And you can hide it.
I wish that other people would have died in place of my sister. And I'm being honest. You know what I'm saying? So regardless if it's MS or I know the title says colon cancer, but we're talking about sickness. Now, you know, Richard, you couldn't avoid that. It happened. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no reason why. I mean, I could tell you this. Just me, the way I interpret your health is for people to enjoy life because you enjoy life regardless. And you a bowl of energy, man. Like you could be hell on wheels, bro.
Literally.
My man, you so rambunctious and full of energy, bro, to where I'm like, that dude is, man, I ain't got nothing to complain about. You know what I'm saying? I was like, dude, and you know what? But at the same time, like, you'll do anything for people, man. I'm like, wow, you put people first, man. And I know how you treat Mary. Like, dude, I love your relationship with her, man. Is dynamic. Roy, you braver than 10 men, I know, bro. For you to come on here and just spill it.
There you go.
You just dropped it.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you, you had me, you still got me, man. Man, dude, look, I done cried enough today. Bro, and I know Weeze is gonna kill me for this. He was like, watch Trap about to he about to tear up. But what I want to do is these bees have to find a home. these beads have to find a home. And what I'm going to do is like the fairest thing I can say is somebody that is suffering from colon cancer, somebody that has survived colon cancer, somebody that knows that's going through. There are 4 sets of beads, 2 of them for ladies, 2 of them for men. The first people that email me or inbox me on Instagram, the first people, and I'm a time date stamp it. Those are the people I'm gonna send it to. You have to send me your address. I want to send these coasters out to somebody. I got 4 of them. So the first 4 people to inbox me, either you send it to trapvision@gmail.com, or you send it to my IG, trapvision at IG. It's yours. You send your address. I'll send it to you. If you want me to send a PO box, I don't care. Just give me an address and I'll send it to you.
Women bees are gone because I already know who them going to. Sorry.
Oh, the women bees gone?
Gone.
Okay. All right. So the women bees are gone. So I got men's beads. I got 2 men's beads that if you know anybody that suffer from this illness. And then I got the coasters. So I got 4 coasters that's going. Is that cool, Roy?
That's fine. That's fine. I don't have a problem with
man,
that. In fact, tell DC, she got something else coming.
Oh, let me go.
Man.
Back in the picture.
Hey, me now said too late, Trap. LOL. Nah, all y'all got us teary.
Hey,
DC, what's up, sweetie?
hey, how you doing? How you guys doing?
Living the dream.
Hi, DC, how you doing? Feeling better?
Yeah, I'm feeling better.
Good.
Good.
Tears all dried up, right, DC? No more tears today.
Not today. Catch me in April.
Yeah. Well, still got.
We all have our bad days.
That's it. That's all.
I appreciate y'all sharing y'all stories, and I was listening to y'all when I was picking my son up, and Roy, I was like, oh my.
Yeah.
And Richard, I didn't know that about Mary. I'm like, oh my goodness,
Man, y'all got me tonight.
I took care of a woman who has MS, so I know what it's like. So
women primarily get this more than men.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember, Trap, you said somebody was pregnant. That's usually a that's usually a trigger.
Yeah.
For women. And it's usually early to mid 20s.
Remember the girl?
Yeah. Or early to mid 20s, it's a trigger, and especially if they get pregnant, because hormones when they're pregnant just throws a monkey wrench into the works. And but she has it. She's got it. Pretty much the same age that I got it in the mid 20s. Her MS is different than mine, whereas she doesn't feel. It's weird to describe it to somebody who doesn't have it or who doesn't understand it. She doesn't feel like the ground beneath her feet or under her feet.
Mm-hmm.
Her cognitive awareness is not 100%. Like she doesn't drive because of that. She wouldn't be aware of the road, other drivers and stuff like that, because there's things that you take for granted on an everyday basis, and that's like one of them. Other people, walking upstairs, people take it for granted. Like I do it, yeah. I mean, I'm not in a wheelchair 100% of the time. When I'm working, I have a cane. I don't know if you guys see my cane on the Yeah. Okay. When I'm working, I have my cane with me and stuff like that. My wheelchair's in my car. Like I said, I take it to concerts and cruises, and that's pretty much it. Places that I'm going to be for a long period of time. But she's very differently. Like you could tell her something, and then 10 minutes, she'll ask you the same exact thing. I'm like, I'm patient with her because I know I get it. Her sisters, oh, forget about it. We just told you. And I'm like, don't you understand what her problem is? I understand it because I have the same disease. It's weird though. It's weird. So she may not be as physically disabled as I am, but she's got the other part of the disability. So like I said before, with every disease, it affects everybody differently.
So like you guys are like Voltron, you complete each other.
He's still puzzled. He's still puzzled. Like Voltron, man, I'm telling you, I love you. You like Voltron? You like Transformers? We got to get that Transformers Transatlantic going. We got to get that Transformers Transatlantic going. That watch, man, I'm telling you. But
Come on, bro.
I love Voltron.
Man,
Wow.
Bro.
Damn, I'm thinking about He-Man and She-Ra too, man. What the hell?
Let's go. You know what? I said, man, I have wrote them about 6 months ago. I said, you guys need to have the Battle of the Caseback Wars, man. So, like, if you had a He-Man watch, you saw the colorway on the front, and you had his actual figure on the back or his bio, like it was a Jason Taylor. Come on, man, those case, like just like how they do the Herc. They got the lion on the back. Could you imagine having, like, you know what I'm saying, He-Man on top of Battle Cat or something on the arm? Come on, man.
Cat. Yes.
Come on, man. Come on, bro. Like, you got artists that can do it. Invicta, if you're watching this, man, quit playing. Listen.
Do it.
Invicta, listen to what we're saying. This man, hold on, wait a minute. He over here. He on the other side of Richard. His life was saved through an Invicta watch. He was about to give up, and so you owe him. And he want to see something new. You better get it done. Or I'm telling you now. You see my finger? Let me give you my Weeze finger. Where the camera at? Right there. Right there. My Weeze finger.
Tell you a quick secret about this watch. The battery, I bought this watch in 2015. The battery died. This is no joke. January 11th, 2021.
Hold up. I'm gonna show you something. And it's crazy because I just asked the watchmaker last night, PK Horology. He told me that he can do certain things to watches, he can mod them and stuff like that. This was the first grand diver that I had, right? I mean pro diver, I'm sorry, 54 millimeter pro diver that I had. She bought me this. I wore this all through school. When her dad passed away, this watch stopped working. Died. When he died, I had it on the night he died. And I can't make this up. The watch was stuck on the time, and I cannot make this up, y'all. The time that he passed, it was doing this. It was ticking back and forth, and then it eventually died. I sent this watch off. I kept it for a little bit before I sent it off. They had this watch for 3 months because they said some of the parts in this, they said this watch was a hybrid or something, so they had to get switched parts. They had to send it back. That's before Invicta started repairing here stateside. So they had to send this back to Switzerland to get some parts or something like that. So this watch was gone for 3 months and it came back. And I haven't worn it as much. Like, I cherish this watch, but then I asked the watchmaker, I said, is it possible for you to put I want him to put a Solita 200 in this watch. He said he'll see if he can do it or not. And I was going to have it commemorated and have my dad, you know what I'm saying, my dad have his information put on the case back. And this will be like, this right here is a grill. Even though this may be nothing to anybody else, but I know what happened with this watch when he died. I was like, wow, this sucker just said done. It was done. And every time I looked at it, man, like I didn't even pick it up for a minute. Like, I was like, I can't believe it. It just back and forth, just ticking. Yeah. So I understand that. I think we losing. I think we lost them. Well, you already know how to come back in, man. You know how to come back in.
Well, like you said, grails are different for everybody. It could be a $75 watch. It could be a $200 watch. It could be a $4,000 watch. Doesn't matter. Yes, sir. My grail that I personally own was I don't know, 650, 700. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because I might be using it at the head-to-head that we do with whoever you choose me with. That was fun. I was having a blast watching you Trap with the camera. I was having a blast watching you present your next watch. You would go bouncing and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, here it comes. And then your reactions to Vic's watch. I had so much fun watching that. I can't wait to be a part of that. Win, lose, draw, I don't care. I'm coming swinging. I'm going to come out swinging. So
I know you are. I know you are. And this, we're gonna have so much fun. We're putting the timing is gonna be perfect, dude, because we're coming up on April 1st. The first Invicta 757 event for collectors. And
Oh, yeah.
then from there, like they're gonna have the expo, which I get the host. I can't wait. And
nice.
then from there, you'll start seeing these brackets appear. We already got so Steve, the watch corner, he came on here and issued a challenge when he was on my show Tuesday. He said, "You get any one of you Invicta guys, man, and I'm smacking them." And I'm like, "What?
Woo!
You issued that? He issued that challenge on this station right here that you on the
Nice.
lifestyle." I'm gonna
Nice.
tell you this. Kenny was so fired up. Kenny texted me. He was like, "Trap,
Yeah.
I want him. Give him to me. Feed
Yes.
him to me. Feed me
Yes.
more." That
Kenny's
dude,
got some good
man,
stuff.
boy. I
Ken,
said, Steve, you know what you just did, right? You declared war on the Invicta family. Now,
Yep.
he's a part of the Invicta family because he collects Invicta, but you a newbie in this game. And you came in like, it's like he grabbed the camera like, hey, y'all see me? I want every last one of y'all. I was like, I didn't know how to respond at first. I was like, ooh.
Be careful what you ask for.
We.
that was
Hey,
good. I was searching for a specific watch that I wanted to wear for my family took me out for my birthday dinner on Sunday. I was looking for this watch.
ooh.
That's nice.
I like that with that T. I love the man. Look at the love system on that thing. Oh, man. I know.
This watch. Remember when I was at the event in the city
Yeah.
with Justin? I
Yep.
modeled this watch, and I went to the camera. I went to the camera and I looked. I'm like, if anybody at home wants to buy me this watch for Christmas, I would love it. Roy, I love that watch too. That's beautiful. I said, if anybody at home wants to buy me this watch, I had it under the Christmas tree the next month. It was great. So I wore it. I actually had to find it. So I'm going through, I have a lot of watches.
Yeah.
Mary was over here. She spent the weekend with me. So I knew it was in a 50 slot case. I have 4 of them filled. For now, right now, I have 4 of them filled. I can fill another 8.
Wow.
It finally showed up in the 4th 50 slot case that I opened. I found it, I sized it, and I wore it. And I'm telling you, I love this watch. But I'm looking at all my stuff, and I'm telling the Mary, and I said it like 12 times. I'm like, wow, I got some good stuff. I may not have diamonds, I may not have Valjoux or Valgrange. I got some good stuff. So I'm like, okay. I hope I'm gonna bring it. When
I
I'm
can't
in
wait.
one of the brackets.
I can't wait. It's going to go down. Oh my gosh, I cannot wait for this. This is gonna be exciting.
Can't wait.
Anybody want to count it?
No, we got somebody paired up for Richard already. We already got somebody. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know if I want to join in on this, but I think I can handle it. I got some stuff. I got some stuff. I'll show you one.
Hey, now I'm gonna tell you how that's a bold move. He challenged you and then put the watch in your face.
I get it focused right.
Hey, Richard's like,
Let me take it out of the case.
Hey, what the Rock used to do? Rock used to be like,
that's right. Let's go.
Man, he called you a jabroni. He said, "Bring it, jabroni."
It's hard to do with my phone, but let me.
So here's the deal. It's a challenge on here. Uh-oh.
Hercules. Yeah.
Hercules, White Mother of Pearl, and Stingray Band.
Ah, very nice.
Uh-oh. This how he came
matching,
out. He came out like this. He like,
with
ah.
matching
yeah.
beads. With matching beads.
With matching beads. God do the matching beads. Beautiful thing. Love it. No, that's awesome.
Hey, and then you see how sinister he laughed? He was like,
I really
you
get a
know
kick
what?
out of these watches and talking to you guys. I mean, it's
So
so
good.
much fun. A lot of times when I do get on the chat, it's because I've got off work. I actually, when Trap called me earlier today, I was on my way home. It normally takes me about 40 minutes to get here. I got here in 32
Oh man, he was out of there.
because
He had that boy going.
to me it was that important to talk to you guys.
And
There's so much more that people don't realize about this family. I know there are hundreds of other stories that are out there, but one of the coolest things about all of this, Trap's in Indiana, Richard's in New York, John's in Georgia, and we all love the same thing. Not only the watches, but the people that we have around us.
Yup.
You
Yup.
know, and
Yep.
the cruise, the first cruise that I went on, I actually did the Watch Expo.
Yeah, me
One
too.
of the coolest things that happened to me on that cruise, there was a couple from Thailand and his parents. They know anything about Invicta. They walked over to me because I had my display set up. It wasn't all that big. I had, I think, 35 watches at the time.
Yeah, same
But
here.
I love dragons. They represent a lot of different things. And I had these little dragons set up all over my display. They walked over and the father really couldn't speak English, but the son did. And through his son, he asked him to ask me what was the meaning of one of the dragons that I had, which was a blue dragon. When I told him what the meaning was, he went, "How do you know that?" I said, "I got to do my research. I don't have anything out here that I don't know anything about because I don't know who's going to ask me a question." They spent more time taking photos with me of my collection, of my wife with my collection. They must have spent 30 minutes with us.
Wow.
Nice.
So this family goes around the world 2 times over.
Yep.
Back.
We were in,
Back.
my wife loves to go to Savannah, Georgia, and we were standing in line for this particular restaurant. And a gentleman, the way we didn't have any idea how it was set up, but you had to wait in line to get in. So a gentleman was standing in line. They let you go in and use the restroom and come back and get in your spot. We were standing in line. A gentleman walked past me. He looked at my watch. This is the watch I had on. I had this watch on that day.
Mm-hmm.
He goes in. Now I noticed his watch. He had an Invicta on as well. He goes in, he comes back out, and all he does is points at his watch and pointed at me. He saw my watch. I've been to a number of different places, and people, you can always tell when someone sees your watch. And you know they're going to ask a question.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely.
And it always starts the conversation.
Always
And the cool
start.
thing is, some of the people I've actually talked to have become collectors simply because they saw something that I like. This watch that I showed you, I told
That makes you
Travis,
an enabler. You an enabler. You out here, man, enabling people to buy watches.
that's
We
what
all
we do.
We all are. We all. Oh,
But
look at Kenny. Kenny
this
bringing the heat.
the particular watch that I have
Yep.
that I was showing, I almost traded at one point for a car. I told Trap this story. I love car shows. In fact, I was watching Barrett Jackson Auto Auction while we were sitting here. But gentleman had his 57 Chevrolet on display. I love that car. I would love to have one. And he was sitting there and I was looking at his car. He saw that watch. He asked me, "Can I see that watch?" I looked at him. He wasn't going nowhere. The car wasn't going anywhere. So I said, "Can I have the keys to your car?"
Yeah.
He handed me the keys to his car. I handed him my watch. I walked around the car. He's looking at my watch. "Can I put it on?" "Yeah, put it on." I walked
Start
around
the
because
car.
I had an idea in my head that I was going to try. So I'd ask him. He kept saying he liked the watch. He asked me where I got it and everything. "Well, you won't find one around here, not in Little Spartanburg, South Carolina." And so finally I said, I really like this watch. Now he had it on for a good 20 minutes.
Mm.
And I said, well, and I sat in his car, looked at it, didn't start it up because it couldn't go anywhere. There's a car in front, a car behind it. So I couldn't have moved it if I wanted to. I said, I tell you what, you really like that watch? He goes, yeah. Now this was before the situation with my brother now. But I said, if you really like that watch, I'll trade it. I'll trade you for it. Now I didn't tell him what I was going to trade him for at first. And he goes, well, what do you want? I want your 57 Chevy. This is no joke. He sat there for a full 10 minutes and didn't say a single word. And as a salesperson, Trap, you know, in dealing in that, the next person that speaks loses.
Yep.
So he sits there and he looks up at me, and these were his exact words. My wife would kill me. So that told me right then he was thinking about it.
He thought about it.
Wow.
He thought about it.
She ain't got to know. We can go to your house. I'll take you to your house. You go in and get the title, come back out. I'll give you the paperwork on my watch, give you the watch. You tell her whatever you want to after I leave. Because once I got that title and them keys, I'm gone.
Gone.
He sat there for another 7.5 minutes.
Man,
the only thing he said again was, my wife would kill me.
It's stuff like that I think people miss out on, man. Like, we have so much fun with each other. We get to, you know what I'm saying, chat and share stories, but then like we do get to hit the serious stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Because there's stuff, man. And at one point, I will say this, I will declare this. There will be one point where this show will generate enough to where I can do events, and I would love to host an event to where I can raise money for, you know, children that are going through stuff, children that don't have clothes and coats and stuff. The job I work for, every year, they so what, like, I started giving, like, what is it? They take $3 out of my check every week, right? Donate it to, you know what I'm saying, like, this fund. It goes into this pot. And at the end of I think it's November, or it's before it gets cold, they have this charitable event and saying, all right, how many families out here that don't have warm clothes and stuff like that? This guy's been doing it. His name is Ray Skillman. He's been doing this for years, for decades, 30 plus years he's been doing this, right? So we all put, from all the different dealerships, it's 18 of us all together, 18 different dealerships, they put all the money together and he matches it. So if we come up with $1 million between all of us, he puts in $1 million. I think he either matches or he exceed it, but then he'll turn around and put that money into the whole thing and say, hey, go buy them coats, and they'll host events. There's schools over here that their actual, like, part of their school is named after, like, the Skillman Field or something like that's crazy. He's a hometown hero, but that is my overall goal, is to put back, to help, you know what I'm saying, to help move stuff along. Because like I said, if I can spend $200 on a watch, surely I could take, like, okay, I don't need to get that watch today. I'm going to donate to something, or I'm going to help somebody get something done. And that's my focus.
That's like where I work. I work for BMW, which is the largest employer in the upstate of South Carolina. And we have 9 events that we sponsor every year, including a golf tournament. That golf tournament, and then the money that's raised there stays in the Greenville, Spartanburg area. Over the course of the last 10 years that they've done that, it's raised $19 million that they use in this area.
Wow.
We do code, like he was talking about, we do code drives, we do the back to school thing. We actually go out and buy the kids school stuff and bring it to work. Just in our department, I work in the body shop. There are, I think, 122 people that actually work in the body shop. We won the award this past year, 2 years in a row, for providing the most back to school bags than any other plant. Now, taking the context, there are 10,000 people that work out there. 10,000 people.
Wow.
And
Jerry says, my heart goes out to the kids in Shriners Hospital.
We do Shriners Hospital as well.
You know what? Family. Go ahead, Roy. Go ahead.
It's nothing, like we talk about, we all buy what we like, whether it be clothes, watches, cars, whatever. In
Right.
fact, I'm trying. Trap and I talked about this. I'm trying to put together a car show, but it would be an Invicta Collectors car show for this area. Because I know there are Invicta Collectors in South Carolina, in the upstate. I just don't know, hadn't met them all yet. But everybody in this area loves car shows. So if I could figure out a way to do that and actually have people come and show off a few of their watches or all their watches, or just bring their watches, or bring their watches and their favorite car.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I'm trying to work on, maybe for the later on this summer when things kind of get slowed down, back halfway back to normal, and do some kind of fundraiser as well. You mentioned about OV.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to do something along those lines, along the, honoring cancer awareness across all the lines, and be able to give OV all the money.
And you know what? I have to talk to OV, and we're going to actually work that out. We're gonna come over with plans. Kenny said he has a plan. He said he's putting some stuff together. All we have to do is put our heads together and come up with a viable plan that's going to be effective. One of the things I talked to Michael Carson and Mike Farrell over there at thank you, over there at Original Watch raffle and Georgia Mountain raffle. And he shared with me that, it's some people that will do these charitable events, man, just to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like there's some military. We said that I said I wouldn't mention the organization, but there's an organization that's supposed to be giving back to veterans. You know what I'm saying? Military vets that, amputees and stuff like that. And I can't take, like, the people that I know that's like disabled vets and the homeless guys that I've talked to, I've asked them, have you ever received something from this organization? They was like, nope. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have people that's putting these things together. If I made $100,000 extra and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, this is for my time. I can literally say, all right, if I had a day job and I quit my day job to do this charitable event, and that charitable event replaced the money if I was making $50,000, and I'm not hating on nobody making money, but I'm like, it's for people less fortunate.
Exactly.
Get out your feelings on this. I want to have this stuff. I want to have a bigger house. I want to have this, that, and the other, man. No, because that's not right, bro. Especially the people that have defended, and not just that. I was talking about teachers. There's teachers out there. They're underrated. There's nurses that's underrated. There are so many people out here that's providing care and just helping society move along, and they're not getting the credit they deserve. They're not being helped. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, retired firefighters, man. I'm seeing it. It was a firefighter that had died in the line of duty. And when I found out that, I mean, some of his medical benefits, you know what I'm saying? Like the money he got went to his family, but he was still in debt. And I said, all right, family, look, this man had put 26 years into fighting fires and saving lives. And I don't care if he did make a mistake with his finances. His family is here suffering. Guess what? If there are 400,000 people in your general area, everybody give $1. You can find $1 and change outside. I guarantee you can probably find it in your couch. You can find in the car. Dude, like, change fall out. When you giving rides to people, change fall out their pocket, man. Lift your back seat up. You probably got $6 worth of change back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can get that away. You know what I mean? So, family, look, okay, we've been on here 2 hours, man, and I'm not gonna keep everybody. I do greatly appreciate you two coming on. Man, Mr. Invicta, you already know it's always a pleasure talking to you, man. My brother. And Roy, my other brother from another mother. And we all family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can see the resemblance between me and also, he just got a longer beard than me. I may have a little bit of a tan, but like, we look just, hold on, where my glasses at?
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? That's my brother right there, man. Hey, it is what it is, family, man.
Love you, brother.
But I greatly appreciate you guys. Everybody that's been in the chat, remember, always, man, take care of the people around you, man. Love the people that's in your life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you can't choose your family, but with this one, you can architect and just put pieces where you need to. I got some dope people. Hold up, I got a dope guy right there, and then another one on the other side of him. Amazing people. I got a dope girl sitting next to me. You know what I'm saying? The GOAT of all wives. You know what I mean? But everybody, please, if you know somebody that, okay, the women bees are gone, the men bees are still here, and I have 4 coasters that need to find a home. It is for somebody that is suffering. I appreciate you guys being on my channel today, our channel. I ain't gonna say mine, it's our channel because it's the lifestyle, and you guys are part of the lifestyle, man. So you guys go on. I know there's some shows on, or it's a show on tonight, I
My
think.
wife is on now.
Oh, okay. So go ahead, do that.
But-
Everybody else, man, I hope you guys have a great day. Be blessed and all that good stuff, man, until the next lightning strike. You
All
feel me?
right.
Love
Have a
y'all.
good night. Love y'all.
Take care.
See ya.